Yahweh is willing to move powerfully and decisively in order to establish his kingdom and those that he has chosen for leadership. Hi, this is Barry Phillips with 10-Minute Torah, final day, day 5 of Torah portion Qorach. Let's finish up chapter number 16. And yes, we have focused solely on this chapter this week. But I feel it's extremely important that we understand what is being revealed to us here, especially as it would apply to our current day. By the way, Mike Clayton and I have recorded a video for Foundations for Life, number 17, in regards to Hebraic community leadership. This is on the Remnant of Israel channel, and I encourage you to watch that. Could be very insightful for you. Let's continue. So 251 men have died by the very fire of Elohim that has come out of the tent of meeting and consumed them. They have been instantly annihilated. The earth is opened up and swallowed people. Some radical, extreme measures have been executed here against those that have chosen to rise up against Moshe and Aaron. I struggle to understand the mindset then that the very next morning after these events have taken place, that the rest of the congregation then approach Moshe and Aaron angrily. The word says it this way: all the congregation of the children of Israel grumbled against Moshe and against Aaron on the next day, saying, You have killed the people of Yahweh. What are they thinking? Is there no fear of Elohim in their lives? Is there no righteous discernment among them? Have they lost their minds? If I just the previous day had watched the earth opened up and swallowed those who railed against Moshe and accused he and Aaron, and my ears were hearing the screams of their lives as they went down into the bowels of the earth, if I had seen the smoking ruins of 251 men that had been drug out of the court of the Mishkan, would I then stand up and point my finger and join the ranks of them? What is it that Yah has to do to establish his righteous intentions? How dramatically is it required that Yah move and act out before our eyes are opened and we understand that he's not playing games here? I oftentimes think that sometimes the Hebraic community, the Hebraic roots community, has turned this into a game of one-upsmanship, a popularity contest, an endeavor to seek who can come up with the most outlandish fringe element doctrine to attract a crowd and give some notability, some attraction to themselves and to their websites. This book, I'm coming back to this book, it's ancient, but it's not archaic. This book, it either speaks to us and changes us and gives us clarity of understanding, or it's a puddle of of mud to us to where our minds are clouded over and we don't get it. If I'm reading this book and I don't get it, then I need to ask the Ruach HaKodesh to help me to get it. But it's unchangeable. We need men and women of Elohim to stand up and be vocal about what is truth. We can no longer afford to be fascinated and consumed by conspiracy theories, wild and outlandish garbage that has infiltrated our ranks. Or we are going to become disillusioned and a test of fire and heat. Kepha, the Apostle Peter, if you will, he warned us, beloved, don't think it strange concerning the fiery trial that is to try you, as though some strange thing has happened to you. This is for the perfection of your belief. We're living in a day where we're going to be pushed and stressed and tested. The kingdom is advancing. It's coming, and it's coming quick. And Yah is perfecting his people. Are we going to rail and accuse and malign? Are we going to get caught up in the wild antics of those who fill the streets? Are we going to adopt some cause that does not belong to us? That doesn't say that there is not those that are looking for justice and a healing of injustice. That's not what I'm talking about. But the anarchy that is being pushed as an agenda on our nation and others around the world. It has become an infection. If you thought the coronavirus was an infection, what's taking place in riotous streets is now even more prevalent. The rule of the mob is upon us, and the mob showed up at the tent of meeting and started railing and accusing Moshe and Aaron. These people have lost their minds. In previous studies, Laura had asked the question at this point, so who did these people think Yahweh was? Is he a pushover? Is he somebody that's going to be intimidated by their antics? Do they actually believe that he is going to give sway to their emotions and their outburst? Yah is not well pleased, and a plague broke out. Moshe and Aaron fall on their face and began to intercede one more time. If you are a leader, one more time, you need to get on your face and begin to cry out for Yah to show mercy, even to those who are the most antagonizing, usurping, and rebellious among you. They cried out. And Moshe, with his face on the ground, turns and looks at Aaron and says, get your fire pan and go stand in the middle of them. Without question, I would have thought Aaron said, you've got to be kidding me. But without question, he jumps up, he runs, he gets his fire pan, he puts incense thereon and coals, and he goes and he sees where the line that the plague is moving like wind across a cornfield. And he stands between the living and the dead and offers Ketoret, the incense that is like intercessory prayer coming up, and Yah is calmed. Prayer is our key. Intercession is part of our answer. In a matter of 24 hours, almost 15,000 people are dead. Dead. 15,000 people. And what stopped more than that from dying was intercessory prayer. This Shabbat, may we be given to prayer and asking Yah for healing of his people and of this nation. Shabbat Shalom. May you find shalom indeed. See you again next week.